Hi, I'm Frank Keating.
And I'm Cathy Keating.
And we have a special book to share with you. A book that was painted, individual art pieces by children from all over the world. Lots of color, lots of happiness, lots of commitment, lots of spirituality and joy. It's for you.
And it's filled with their hope and their love for tomorrow.
Following the tragedy of April 19th, 1995. This little book is for you. For you, a young life, a child of hope, and dreams for fun and family, service and success. It is the expectation of every young person in this free nation. We expect you to grow, to live, and to learn from others. To love your family and to know and respect those who educate and care for you. To treat others with love and decency. To help others and not hurt them. To lift up your friends and to care kindly for those whom you don't know. Other children from other places who don't look or speak or pray or live like you. To live your best life, and that life will be a life of sharing and serving and goodness. The agony of April 19, 1995 shattered the quiet. The destruction of the Murrah Federal Building saw 168 of Oklahoma City's neighbors and friends murdered by an evil man who pushed away from love and ended the life of 19 innocent children whom he didn't know and had never seen. Contempt, hatred, the opposite of any good of any age, who know that all life is precious and that every life is sacred.
But out of evil, good came. Heroic men and women rushed to the blast site to rescue and to recover. People helped others whom they didn't know and whom they had never met. They established the Oklahoma standard. Professionalism, excellence, service to exhaustion, community goodness. Not a single act of looting following the damage or destruction of more than 300 buildings. Remarkable, virtuous, worthy of emulation. And the children of the world responded with letters and messages and artwork and their pennies and dimes. They flooded the site with their prayers. They lifted up love and hope to our neighbors, many of whom were scared and shocked and saddened by what had happened. It was a leadership of the young that assured us that we would survive and that love and mercy and hope and forgiveness would be the first sprigs rising from the land. It was the best of beginnings. Out of evil, good came. Love won.
Love has no boundaries. Following the bombing of the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building on April 19, 1995, notes, drawings, and mementos were received from every corner of the globe.
Oklahoma's capital city, Oklahoma City, sits on the prairie and on the banks of the North Canadian River. Central Oklahoma and Oklahoma City are like most places in America. Rural people, city people, old people, young people, boys, girls, different races and cultures, all learning and living together.
April 19, 1995 was a cool, crisp day in central Oklahoma. It was 9:02 in the morning. Moms, dads, and children had finished their breakfasts. Parents had left for work. Children had left for school.
Love will always win, even in the long run.
People began to fill the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building in downtown Oklahoma City. The daycare center in the building was bubbling with the laughter of the children. And then it happened. A powerful explosion ripped through the structure. The explosion shattered the building and its contents. The explosion shattered lives.
Just remember that hundreds of thousands of people are praying, listening, and watching. Everyone will remember this forever, Jessica Hogan said from Glen Ellen, Illinois.
First responders from across the nation traveled to Oklahoma City to help. Firefighters, rescue workers, police officers, a whole panoply of men and women of courage willing to help us. Police officers, firefighters, doctors, and nurses all rushed here to help. Volunteers from across the city, state, and nation rushed to help too. They came to rescue, recover, and console us during one of the darkest days in Oklahoma's history, and they prayed for us.
Thank you for helping us with the Oklahoma City bombing. I especially like the idea that you were risking your life for others. You gave us your support and effort to this terrible tragedy. You helped other bombing victims. You are so nice to be helping Oklahoma City. Nicole Gingler from Edmond, Oklahoma.
In the 3rd grade, from Chisholm Elementary School. Everyone helped, embracing each other and the task at hand. A standard was set, the Oklahoma standard. Dear rescue workers, thank you for working real hard to save the Oklahoma City people. I love them very much. I hope everybody and the building don't die. I am 8 years old. From Alicia McKay.
The rescue workers were given food, clothing, shelter, and equipment, all at no charge. They never paid for anything while in Oklahoma City. They left with the same money in their pockets that they came with. They were heroes.
168 of our neighbors and friends lost their lives that day. 18 were children. 302 buildings were damaged or destroyed. A hole was ripped into our city. I should say 19 were children. And the rescue workers and their dogs, you can see now in these pictures.
A hole was ripped into our hearts. How could we recover? The nation's children showed us the way. I know this must be hard for you, but I want you to know that people here in Illinois also share your sorrow. Ashley Dameron said.
Ashley was at the time in the 7th grade. From the youngest to the oldest, children from across America wrote notes of support and sympathy. They painted pictures and sent mementos. I feel sorry for the families and everyone who are victims. I understand your life will not be the same, but you may have to learn to live with the good memories of your loved ones. May God be with you. From Serini, age 11, Gallup, New Mexico.
Their thank you notes were shared with first responders. They provided comfort when we needed it the most. They gave us hope. I'm very sorry about the unfortunate things that have happened to you and every other victim of the bombing. Also, I wanted to let you know that each morning at school, me and all of my classmates have offered up a prayer for you, so possibly good things will start happening. I want to let you know that not everyone is bad, said Owen Calkins from Glen Ellen, Illinois.
This situation has affected people everywhere, and the only thing we can't do is lose hope. Keep your faith strong, and we'll all get through it. Diana Yalsey, age 17, West Covina, California.
Out of bad, good came. Dawn followed the darkness. Confidence replaced her. Rebuilding followed destruction, and Oklahoma City began to recover.
Children who lost parents were provided free college educations. The injured were embraced by the best doctors and hospitals. People started to heal. Children grew. The community changed. The people of Oklahoma City saw themselves in a new and proud light. There was a renewed commitment to our city and its citizens. The city found new life. Oklahoma embraced its new standard.
The new Oklahoma City will never forget the old. The victims will not be forgotten. They remain tightly in our hearts. The Oklahoma standard, service, honor, and kindness continues today.
Love one.